Now that you've got your tension set, it's time to get quilting. So get yourself a couple practice sandwiches. Make them small at first so you can get used to quilting different things, but it is really important to practice. A couple other things that are really important are gloves. It's really important to wear gloves when you're doing your free motion quilting. That will help you make contact between your hands and the fabric. I love my machingers. I use them every time I quilt on my Sweet 16. It's also important to remember that you're sitting at the right height. So if you're too low, you tend to hunch up, and if you're too high, it's just too hard to manipulate. It can be too tiring on your body, so it's really important to be sitting in the right position. The first thing that we want to do is we want to bring our bobbin thread up to the top. So I like to push my needle down button and my needle up button. And then I like to pull that bobbin thread right on up to the top. Once I have it up to the top, I can come in here and I can take a couple really tiny stitches together, and that secures that thread in place. I also like to stop with the needle down, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So let's get started. I'm going to start out with a stipple at first, or a meander. So I'm just going to kind of go some hills and valleys and try and keep them evenly spaced, and make sure that my machine speed is good with the stitch length. If I'm getting too big if I'm moving my fabric too fast, I'm getting big stitches. So I need to either slow down my hands or I need to speed up my machine. So once you have a meander down, you can easily add some loops. And I like to alternate from one side to the other. And sometimes I even like to do double loops. I like to do one and then come around and do another one. It changes up the look of it, and it just adds a little bit more interest to your quilt. I also like to do what I call a bow tie. You just go from one side to the other side. And why not try a leaf? You can also try a heart. There's a couple different ways to do that. You can even try a swirl. And who wants to see how to do a feather? There are a lot of great instructional videos on the website, on the Handi Quilter website, so please make sure that you check those out. And again, congratulations on your HQ Sweet 16 sit-down quilting machine.